kinda flexing with my team, boy. Big shit popping off, find a scene small. And if you really want them bands, gotta focus, nigga. Got no time trying to sit around and coach a nigga. Knowing how to get it, nigga, I'm just saying dope. Shoebox full of hundreds, got them bands, ho. It was the 80s when I came in. Mama and Gucci, now it's a Gucci, but the gang then trying to pick. See what I know was from the hustlers. Bread and that butter on the table from the customers. What you want to get? Yeah, nigga, I supply, but I ain't fucking with no ducks falling in from the sky.
What up, though? OG Kenny, O_G_ Kenny at Retired from the Streets TV. And, you know, it's Saturday. I dropped y'all, man, this probably gonna be my 4th video for the day, but I gotta touch on this story right now because I'm trying to wrap up this Virginia series because I got a lot more stuff to tell y'all. Like I say, out of 10 years in prison, I'm still in my first year and a half, 2 years. So I got a lot more. Man, I don't even know how many stories I got for real. So, anywho, I'm in Virginia, right? Now, look. When I told y'all about the contraband situation, right? About the smuggling, about when they was going to send us back to Michigan. Check this out. Let me roll one down, though. I'm in the car, and I don't want to have that air on because, you know, it's loud, but I'm at the bus stop. I'm tripping. Long story short, right? I'm in Virginia. It's time to go back to Michigan. They done had us pack all of our stuff up. This was the time right after my man got about 5 or 6, I don't even know. It was about at least 6 or 7 dudes that got their stuff knocked behind him, not want to listen to me about packing his contraband up and getting his merch back to Michigan, right? So boom, we finally got an official date that we going back to Michigan. Officially. They got tired of playing with it. They sent out some little memos to the units and was like, yeah, this is the date, blah, blah, blah. Last unit gonna be leaving this day. We were about the last unit. If we wasn't the last unit, it was one after us. But I'm pretty sure, it's almost pretty accurate that it was me, it was our unit, and maybe another unit that was the last 2 units to leave. Check how they play us though, right? Now, it's crazy because they already look at certain dudes' records when they got down there and pulled them to the side and said, hey, we not about to buy that down here. That's kind of how they came to us when I met Nat Turner's descendants, and they came because they heard about us. It was like, hey, y'all them Nat Turner boys, we don't want no problems. You know, we really like understand what y'all plight, and we respect the fact that y'all chose our ancestor as y'all chosen prophet, being an Atlantic Muslim, right? So bam, I'm sitting there and we waiting, like everybody waiting because you see dudes leaving out, the other unit, you can see through the door. We like, yup, we next, ooh, we back to the family, back to Michigan. It was cool to stay down there if we had to, but I really was trying to get back to the fam, man. I hadn't seen my family in a minute and it was bothering me. So we all our stuff packed up, duffel bags full. I got all this stuff in there. I got so much stuff. I might have to, if I can remember, I probably find one of them old store lists and show you how they was playing it down there. But I got heli contraband. So I'm really focused on, I'm really focused on that long ass ride we got from Virginia all the way back to Michigan. They smoking them cheap cigarettes on there because we still had tobacco products in the prison back then. And being lightheaded with that motion sickness and that you know what I'm saying, that vertigo. I had them problems. I wasn't even focused on nothing else. So when they tell us, finally, right, we supposed to have our date, right? Check how they play us. They come to our unit after we seen old boy and them leaving. We waiting. An hour and a half go by. We asking the CO, what's going on? What they doing? Man, this don't take this long, Another hour go by. Then they come and give us the announcement. That said, hold on now. Spider, something crawling on me. Hold on now, spider on me. Or something's crawling on me, excuse me, but look, this is how they do it. They call into the unit and say, tell them to hold on, we about to have the captain or whoever they had down there in authority. Up here's the captain. We're gonna have him come and talk to the guys and explain what's happening. What the heck you mean? What the hell you mean what happening? So it was like, I'm like, that's cool, like, as long as we still leaving. So this dude, little fat dude, come in there, and he got his little henchman with him, probably about 2 other COs, and they come in, they explain, guys, we're sorry. Not only are you not leaving for Michigan today, we're not exactly sure when you guys are scheduled to leave because the guys that just left before y'all was scheduled as the last dudes. We didn't account for y'all. How the hell y'all ain't account for us when we were down here all these months? So now dudes starting to figure, we asked the question, hold on, what you mean? You don't know when we going back to Michigan? We not sure as of now when you guys going back to Michigan. We're not sure when that's going to be. Also, one thing, the property that you guys packed up last night to leave today, it got sent off with those guys by mistake. So we don't know when you're going to get your property. Let me explain how livid I was. Not just super livid. It was like, I was mind blown. I'm going to say that much. I'm almost reliving the moment. Y'all, because you got to think. For one, I don't have no more commissary, right? No more money in my commissary because I had shipped off some money to do something, some business. Let's say that much. So it ain't like I could wheel and deal. It ain't like I could wait no weeks and get, you know, I didn't want to wait for no money to come. I mean, I don't know how long to do with that horrible menu they had down there. The breakfast was the slappingest thing. Their breakfast was the best thing ever, with real pancakes, real sausage, real home-style potatoes. But outside of that, I would have to eat breakfast, get full, and then the rest of the day eat garbage because ain't nobody got no commissary in this boy. All of our stuff gone. Not to mention all this contraband I got smuggled. Ain't no telling they're going to go through my stuff and find it. Now I got to go through this issue, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm really, really like, hold on. I asked a question. I said, so y'all don't know when we going back to Michigan, and y'all don't know where our property is at, so we can't shower, brush our teeth, right? We can't change our underwear. We can't do nothing. It's like, yeah, it's unfortunate, blah, 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 and a whole bunch of other rhetoric that wasn't nobody trying to hear. Then to put icing on the cake or a nail in the coffin, my son's stripping. He say, they say rather, all of them kind of was explaining like, well, we also need y'all to lock down early. And I need y'all to clean this pod up. Because like when you do is packing up, you got to think all the extra contraband they want. Guys throwing it out the window on the deck. Like, woo, it's like a party. We leave and we don't care. Tissue, all type of stuff. They did like a, we you know what I'm saying? It's everything all over the floor. Now, locking down early, we usually lock down around 9, 10 o'clock. This is about 7 or so, and it's in the winter time. So the you know, daytime saving, whatever you want to call it, it's dark already. It got dark around 5 something. So we got to lock down early. We ain't getting our stuff. You telling us to clean up this damn mess, and you won't know when we going back to Michigan. Y'all done lost y'all mind. Y'all done lost y'all effing mind. Y'all out y'all rabbit wig right now. This is what I'm saying to myself. So me and a couple of the brothers, we in there like, F that, man. We ain't cleaned up nothing, and we ain't locking down. They gonna give us some answers tonight, right? I got this. I'm down here with Nat Turner people, and on some close to the swell where he grew up at, and I got his tattoo on my shoulder. This was my mentality back then. I'm on some rebellious slave stuff. I'm on field Negro time. I'm really on that. Like, y'all not about to play us like this. So I tell some of the brothers, look, I ain't locking up, bro. I ain't locking up, and I ain't cleaning up nothing. So I just set them a picnic table, or on the eating table, whatever you want to call it. The stainless steel jump off, and I'm sitting there watching some dudes picking up stuff. I'm like, bro, don't pick up nothing else, bro. I'm really getting mad at dudes for them cleaning up. They start cleaning up. Man, ain't nothing we can do, man. You know, we can't buck the system. And I'm telling dudes, don't do it. It was like I had a couple of homies that rolled with me. They was like, all right, we ain't doing that. My man Blue from the North End Blue, he wasn't buying it. My man TX, my man Mujahid, he wasn't buying it. Who else? Terolex, Black Eel, Brown Bay. We had a few young solid brothers who wasn't buying it, and like, we ain't locking up, bro, and we ain't cleaning up, and we stood our ground. The thing that started pissing me off was that, like, more and more dudes, they got on the microphone, clean up, go to your cells, lock down, it's a final warning. I didn't even know about who. I don't even know who the rest. I think it was the Rock or Stone Cold. Maybe Stone Cold Steve Austin. He used to. I guess one of them used to be like, it doesn't matter. Listen, I wasn't even no wrestling fan, right? Not back, you know, at that time. When I was younger, but I kept hearing some of the young white dudes say that it doesn't matter. Didn't know who it came from. I started screaming that to the top of my lungs. Now, mind you, I already told you, I had this OG Christian Bunky who was real into his Bible, and he was real humble. And anybody never really seen me act up like this since I've been down. They see me come out my shell a little bit and be a little silly and let some dudes see my personal side outside of the militant Ken X that don't buy it, ain't playing, don't call me no NIGGA, all this type of stuff, right? They ain't seen this radical, I ain't buying it side. I'm about to tear this boy up. We about to act up in this bad boy. So as they get on the microphone, constantly yelling at us, I'm telling you, you're going to regret it. Everybody's going to segregation, blah, blah, blah. People start locking up more and more. I understood. I understood with the brother TX and Terrell X and Black Yield and Brown Bay. And I understood with a lot of the brothers, excuse me, because they had outdates, just like I did. And they had outdates coming up, like, you know, in the next year and a half, 2 years, maybe 3. Most of us that you know was down there that we clicked up with was in that type of time range as far as their earliest release date, the ERD. However, I didn't appreciate it from my man I told you previously about Fat Cat. You got life, bro. And not just that, a whole bunch of other dudes who had either long indeterminate sentences or they were doing life. I didn't understand them dudes locking up. You got me. This was 99. My earliest release date was at the time, it's like the end of 2001. That changed later on because I ain't come on 2002, so you know it's some more stories involved, right? So I still had good times, so I got a lot more good times snatched after that. But you know, you figure 99, I got like about 2 years left. I ain't care because it was more about how y'all gonna play us like this. Y'all so unprofessional. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all so foul right now. Y'all don't know nothing. Y'all don't know when we going back. Y'all know where our property at. Y'all gonna tell us to lock down early, and y'all gonna tell us to clean up some. Man, listen, I was ready to snap, so I'm steady yelling. They on the phone. They talk on the microphone and saying little stuff. One go to it, another one grab one, another one grab it. They piggybacking. One to say something 5 minutes later, another one to say something. I ain't care. It doesn't matter. Top of my lungs. You hear me? I really and then as they start circling, they start doing it. This is what they did. Dudes they start coming down into the pod area, right? And they had a few dudes that was cleaning up. That, you know, you got some dudes that's gonna do that, man. They're not gonna buck at all. Whatever them people say, they gonna do it because they don't want no smoke. They feel like they shouldn't supposed to be there anyway. Them DUIs, them child molesters and all them, they compliant. Promise you, they ready to go home. So them dudes start cleaning up. As that started happening, dudes start just like getting up on on their galleries in front of their cells. So my bunkie wanted to holler at me. He called me to the cell. Now mind you, I'm on the ground level. We like the first or second cell right by the if y'all been to Virginia, y'all know what I'm talking about. When you go in the unit and they open them doors, boom, it's the guards tower right here that you gotta look up at. To the left is the showers. You walk in, and then there's the first cell. We was in that first cell right there. So my man he called me over, my bunkie called me over, right? He like, man, don't do this, man. You know, man, you a good guy, you got a good family, you got a support system. A lot of them dudes don't got that. Don't do this, man. I really still wasn't trying to hear it. I told him, I said, bro, I respect you, man. I got genuinely OG love for you because you ain't been number 100. You ain't been on no weirdo Bible thumping stuff because a lot of them Bible thumpers turn out later to be freaks and perverts and stuff. You ain't show me no sign of none of that, man. You respectful, you clean, you laid back. I respect you. But I gotta take a stand, bro. I gotta at least go back out there and take a stand and let our voice be heard. Alright? So I go back out. He said, that's on you, man, but just let me, you know. So I go out there, man. And these dudes is like, they just started on both ends of the gallery. So they start circling in on dudes. Dudes, as they walking, dudes going in their cells locking up. I really wasn't about to lock up. They got to us, you know, as they coming around this way, and there's some dudes standing right there. I just stood my ground. And I didn't care what they was talking about, right? And it hurt me, man, to see them dudes switch up that quick. They didn't even stand their ground for an hour or two. At least let's rock out to midnight. We don't got no comments here. We don't got no food. You know what I mean? Listen, do me a favor. If y'all haven't so far, subscribe. Please do so. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. like the content if you do, share it, right, and all that good stuff. But get in the comment section, right, and just tell me if you were in Virginia, or if you ever been in a situation where your back was against the wall and you held your ground and you started seeing dudes fall. That's what it felt like. I just felt like, man, we got to take a stand. Let's stall them out for a few hours. Let's just be rebellious for a change. Let's be men. Right hand of God. My right hand of God. If anybody remember me from being in Virginia, y'all remember this incident, get in the comment section and let me know what y'all remember about it. But right hand of God, I was the last individual out there. I stood my ground. It was like, Beatty, lock up. It was about 3 or 4. I'm standing in front of my cell. And they had got everybody in their cell, man. And I didn't cuss dudes out. I didn't disrespected a couple dudes. I apologize later, but I went that way. You know what I mean? I basically lost it. It was like, y'all lame, y'all soft, man. You know what I mean? I done called some dudes out there name, called them the B word and whatnot, and I just really didn't care about the repercussions and what these seals in my face. I'm looking past them, hollering at dude's cell. They like, lock up, bro. Come on, bro. No, bro. I'm mad. It doesn't matter. I'm all in their face. They getting close and close. I said, dog, if y'all touch me, it's going that way, bro. My bunkie like, Ken X. He calling me. I ain't trying to hear it. He calling me. Other dudes telling me to calm down. I said, if y'all touch me and I ain't touch y'all, I'm going to make y'all kill me. I'm going to make y'all do something to me. But my bunkie hollered at me. I started thinking about my OG. I started looking around the last person. I'm like, I ain't about to. He's like, Ken X, man, don't take the fall for everybody, man. When he said that, he said, these dudes ain't standing up for you. He said, you know I ain't with that. I'm peaceful, so don't be mad at me, but everybody done abandoned you right now, man. You the last one standing, man. Don't take the fall for everybody else, man. And when he said that, I looked at the COs, and I'm like, man, you know what, man? This some BS, man. Y'all know this some BS. Y'all know the way y'all playing this and the way y'all been trying to play us these last few weeks since y'all been mad because Michigan wasn't paying y'all, because that's really what it was about. Michigan stopped paying them their money because they wanted to actually have that extended. They wanted that interstate exchange compact to be extended so we down there a little longer. But Michigan wasn't paying their bills, so they was putting us out and they started treating us foul towards the end. So I was fed up with that anyway, and I let them know that, man. I didn't even care no more that wasn't nobody riding with me. I just cared about me standing my ground and letting them know, man, if I had some support right now and I didn't think my family would be disappointed in me and I had more time, this would have turned out different, because the way y'all just played us was like some real peons. Clean up, lock down. You don't know when you're going back, and you ain't getting your property. If you do, we don't know when. So yeah, it was disrespectful to me. And I stood, and they was threatening me, like, you're going to get charged, you're going to get slapped with inciting a riot. I'm like, ain't no riot, but incite. Create a disturbance, inciting a riot. We're going to tack so many charges on you. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. Right? But that moment there taught me that when you got something on your chest and mind, you can't expect everybody to ride with you just because they said they would. You can't expect people to ride with you and be in your corner just because they said they would. I learned that day, if never again in my life. Being the last man standing in a state far away from home with COs who got different agendas on their mind. And it wasn't, listen, what's so crazy is out of 90% black correction officers and 90% of them being women, they didn't let none of them come out and address us. You know? Not to say that it was racially motivated, but everybody that was addressing us that night were Caucasian men, right? And I felt like they was really on that fraternal order thing, right? Where they wanted to come and like really show a sign of force and authority and power. And I never liked that, because you don't gotta do all that. Do your job. Do your job the right way. I know for a fact that, like, come on now, it ain't the CO's fault. They just enforcers, right? It's really administration. But y'all are the same to me. That's how I was looking at it. All y'all police, all y'all staff, all y'all on that side of the table when it comes to conversations. Because when you have a parole board interview, it used to be you sit right across the table from them. You know what I mean? Before they started this video stuff. But that was my story, man. They was basically trying to debo me into submitting, and I just didn't want to do that. But I took sound reasoning. You know, I listened to reason, no matter how mad I was. Because I got in trouble again a lot when I got back to Michigan, but down there it was just a different state, and I didn't want to deal with their laws or their bylaws, whatever they had going on. You know, so that was that story. That's actually probably yeah, my last one of my last stories in Virginia, cause they end up finding our property about a day or so later. We rode out about maybe 2 days later, and the ride back was really uneventful, normal ride out, you know, a bunch of cigarette smoke, bunch of hollering, hooting, and dudes talking about, when we get back to Michigan, we're gonna link up. But when we got back, what happened is dudes got divided. Some got sent to Macomb, others got sent to other prisons like Jackson. So I linked up with quite a few dudes. My dude's Rob Cross. And I just got back in touch with GX. I found him. I meant to say that. When I was talking about the other day, when I said I met my dude in Virginia, and I had met him, I met his brother in middle school, and I said shout him out if y'all find him. My man GX. I found Greg X on Facebook and reached out to him. So we tapped back in. So man, but that's gonna be my last official Virginia story. Next week, next Friday, I might hit y'all with the Let's Not Forget Friday on the last two dudes, or whatever that got executed while I was down there. Just wrap that up all the way officially. But this gonna be my official last Virginia story. Shout out to Team Banky Pound, TBP. Shout out to that whole camp. Y'all going over to Banky Pound channels, man. That bro did 33 years in prison, man. And he here right now telling his story with a platform, right? With a voice. To be able to express, like, therapeutic for one, if he, you know, monetization for two, that's a beautiful thing, man. That bro put a lot of time in, and he deserved all his flowers right now, anything he gets. So shout out to Banky Pound, Team Banky Pound, Virginia boys, you know, peace up, A-Town down, you feel me? And yeah, man. I love y'all. Till next time, y'all be safe, y'all be smooth. I'll see y'all tomorrow for Let's Not Forget Friday, but Church Crime Sunday, man. I'm tired. I just changed tires and stuff in the rain. But see y'all tomorrow for Church Crime Sunday, where we talking about some jewelry that a pastor really, really wanted. He really wanted this jewelry. You hear me? So he did. He committed the unthinkable to me when it come to churches. So anyway, I love y'all. O_G_Kenny. Every Tire from the Streets TV, and I'm out.